may malending lalaki.
Mm.
'Di ba? Meron naman talaga.
Mm.
Ito, pag sumayaw, ang landi.
Mm.
Makikita mo sa mata niya yung sa mukha niya, flirt ng na parang kontrolado yung katawan niya, pati facial muscles niya, kontrolado niya.
The Pod Network Entertainment.
Hello and welcome to an energetic showdown here on Best 10 Bets. Ako po si Butch Francisco, dalawang kaliwang paa. But with me is the man with the moves. Ladies and gentlemen, the John Travolta of the Philippines, Leo P. Katigbak.
Nako, kung ikaw two left feet, ako two right feet. So, magtutugma na rin yan at a certain point. So, welcome po everybody to another, sabi nga ni Butch, energetic show. Hindi ko
Showdown. I did not
showdown.
say show.
Okay.
Showdown.
Okay, sige. Para kasi Danny Terrio ng Dance Fever pala. Siyempre, hindi nila alam yung reference,
Si Danny Terrio. Yung sa
Dance Fever nga. Na nag-i-air sa Channel 7 dati.
Siya naman ang nagturo talaga kay John Travolta kung paano magsayaw, di ba?
How to strut.
Oo, tapos tapos crush na crush ni Chando Romero.
Crush pa ni Chando Sino? Si John Travolta o si Danny Terrio?
Siyempre, si Danny Terrio dahil hindi naman siya na-meet ni Chando Romero.
Malay ko.
Anyway, tatanungin ko lang. I mean,
nagsasayaw ako, hindi
can
ako
you
nagsasayaw.
dance to save your life?
No.
Hindi.
Although, when I was younger, I did study dancing. So, yung mga hustle, mga salsa, El Bimbo. But it's not instinctive to me eh. The rhythm is not the rhythm is not instinctive to me. So, yung sa akin, when I would dance, I would have to try to remember the steps. Hindi katulad nung sa iba na it's more organic with them.
Kaya lang kasi mayroong feels cap, so hindi natin pwedeng sayawin because nga.
Bakit? Pwede ka sumayaw na hindi nila napapakinig, pero tayo napapakinig natin. Mag-headset ka.
Sayawin mo yung salsa.
Hindi na.
Okay. Hindi, pero kasi kami nung bagong dating ako sa ABS-CBN.
Pinagsasayaw ka? Kaya mataas sa rating ng
kasi iilan lang ang artista ng ABS-CBN that time. Kasi wala pang Star Magic, wala pang Star Circle Quest. Persado, kung sino yung artista, kayo ang magpe-perform kapag may Christmas special. So yun, kaya nga I had to dance the twist in front of Charo Santos Concho.
Nako. Parang wala ata ako dun sa party na yun. I guess hindi memorable kaya hindi ko matandaan. Hindi. Joke lang.
Dapat pala kayo na pinasayaw. Anyway, ito sa episode nito ay aming pipiliin ang aming 10 bets.
Yung mga parang nung umpisa hindi namin iisipin magaling umidak, pero yung pala may galing.
Hindi, ako alam ko na magaling sila umidak.
Hindi, yung sa akin rin naman na kaya lang kumbaga kasi sa totoo lang marami namang mga artista at mga awit na nakakasayaw. Pero kumbaga ito yung mga medyo nag-stand out based rin dun sa at least sa mga napapanood ko o ano.
Si Bel Mariano.
Okay.
Si Bel kasi masarap tingnan. Tumayo lang siya dyan. Di ba? Masarap na siyang tingnan. Pero
actually, hindi ko pa siya nakikita sumayaw. So, I cannot
comment.
Pagka
nagsayaw, mas maganda siyang tignan.
Okay.
Kasi ang maganda sa kanya, she moves very well. Pagkatapos, kasi parang nature na yun di ba?
Parang yung mga bata naman ata ngayon, mas magagaling ng gumalaw kaysa sa henerasyon mo. Hindi ko rin sabihin dati kasi hindi naman ako on-camera talent kahit noon. So, okay.
So, basta ako talaga kailangan rehearsal. And then on the night of the performance, nakakalimutan ko. Anyway, pero siya naman talaga din, marami pa siyang pwedeng itango, ibugi, ichacha. Marami pa siyang dapat kainin pa rin na bigas. Pero nandun na yung nandun na yung promise na magaling na dancer. And sa mga young stars of her generation, isa na siya sa mga pinakamagaling magsayaw. Kaya siya ang aking nasa number 10 kasi nga napaka-graceful niya. Okay. At number 9, si Darren Espanto. Okay.
Actually, I agree with that. Yung kay Darren Espanto na go ahead.
Kasi ang Espanto actually sa Spanish can mean so many things. Can mean amazing, astonishing, yun. Pero
screen name na ba yung Espanto?
Hindi, pangalan niya talaga.
Okay, akala ko pinalitan niya para magkameron ng meaning din
sa kanya.
Hindi kasi
it can also mean nakakatakot. Ang espanto, oo.
Okay.
Maraming ang meaning siya eh. Pero siya nga, yung amazing as a singer but astonishing as a dancer.
Okay.
Ang kagandahan lang dito kay Darren Espanto, he likes dancing. Kaya gusto rin siya nung dancing.
No, at saka he has the frame for it eh. Kasi ang feeling ko, lalo na kung halimbawa medyo lanky ka, it also helps eh. It creates a more fluid movement. I agree with you. Yeah. Not in my list, but I agree with you.
Okay. Were you ever lanky?
Hindi.
Stocky talaga.
No, I was always big boned eh.
Okay.
Nung bata ako. So, kahit payat ako, hindi pa rin ako mukhang payat.
So, ikaw yung tipo masarap ibulalo.
Hindi ko, parang cannibalism na yun, pero hindi ko alam. Parang hindi.
Malalaki buto. Okay. Hindi, at number 8, Kyle Echari. Okay. Alam mo, nung araw, akala ko matapang na ako kasi nagja-jogging ako na nakasando lang sa kalye. Tapos minsan, kahit sa mall, nakasando lang ako. Pero ito, mas matapang kasi nakasando siya habang nagsasayaw sa TV. Well, actually, ang totoo naman, nung early 1970s, meron talaga nagsasayaw na sa TV na nakasando lang. Isa na dyan si Lito Calzado, yung tatay ni Isa Calzado. Pero ang kaibahan, ang sando nila Lito Calzado de color. Ito, meron nakita.
Ano naman siya? Hindi, naka-wife beater shirt naman siya eh.
So, what is that?
Yung style na ganyan, wife beater shirt.
Yan.
Yung parang style ni sa Streetcar Named Desire, yung sinusutin na
Marlon Brando.
I don't know why it's called a wife beater kasi kung nagugulpi sila na asawa. But that's what the style is called.
Kalimutan mo na nakasando lang siya. Parang ang lambot-lambot ng katawan.
Listahan ko mas konti yung mga bata. Feeling ko kasi sila genetically predisposed ng mas matanda ng konti listahan.
Kahit parang pambahay lang yung suot niya. Carry niya. Oo. So,
pero parang the same way na kung titignan mo, yung frame niya kasi parang frame rin ni Darren.
Sila lang laging dancing partners eh.
Meron kasing kumbaga tabas yung katawan that lends itself to more graceful movement with dancing also.
Sa kanya siguro, kaya siya nakasando, it could also be parang to tease
naman.
The fans, no?
I think naman, if you notice, anybody who's like performing and whatever, it's either you're promoting sex or gracefulness.
Promote natin dito ngayon.
Naka-wife beater shirt ka ba? Kasi bagay naka-nipple shirt ka ba?
Ang dami mong terms sa mga kasuotan, no? Pero hindi, yan naman kasi din.
The Butch Francisco shirt.
Yeah. Hindi, yung si Kyle kasi, kahit sabihin siguro, dahil mas mura ang puting sando. Hindi rin eh. Mahal din ang puting sando eh.
For all you know, mahal yung binili. No. I think it really, if you're going to move on stage, you wear something that I think will complement whether you're muscular or whether your body frame lends itself to gracefulness and fluidity in dancing.
Basta ako, kailangan nag-aabang pa ako ng underwear sale sa department store para makabili lang ng puting sando.
Okay. O sige, hindi ko na yung magko-comment kasi hahaba yung episode.
Mahal ang sando.
Parang ganito na lang imagine nyo na lang si Butch Francisco in white briefs and parang it's not something that you can unsee. Parang ganun, di ba? Anyway.
And you will have, pero magdasal kayo bago matulog kasi magbabangungutin kayo. Okay, anyway. And at number 7, ewan ko kung nasa listahan mo to, feeling ko wala. Si Mark Eras.
Although I agree with you. I mean, I think it depends kasi on who we remember and who we saw more often. Like si Mark Eras, I would see him dance. I agree with you. Magaling siya It's not in my list, no? But only because I had other names on my list.
Noong nung Starstruck, yung top 14 pa lang, Survivors. Siya yung talagang pag may Araneta show, half kembot pa lang, nagtitilian na yung buong dome, the big dome. Talagang tilian talaga. Atong nagpe-perform ka, sisigaw yung mga fans ang Leo. Sa kanya hindi, Mark Eras, buong buo talaga.
No, but just to add to what you're saying, I think si Mark Eras, parang was the precursor or he said that yung kung anong ginagawa ni na Kyle at saka ni na Darren, nung time ni Mark Eras hindi ganun karami pa yung gumagawa eh. So I think he was the one who brought that dancing image and whatnot to the stage.
Alam mo yung hipong luno?
Yung ano?
Hipong luno?
Hindi.
Yung soft shell na hip na shrimp at saka may soft shell na crab. Parang yung ano, ganun ang katawan niya.
Well, hindi ko siya napanood often enough, so okay. I will take your word for it.
Ayan lang, sana kasi ang GMA should have mined his dancing talent. Kasi yun talagang ano niya, strength niya talaga eh.
Oh, but that was also the time that yung dancing was not given as much limelight as singing.
But he could have started
No, he could have. He could have. But that was also an era na hindi pa, kumbaga, medyo ahead of the curve siya.
Hindi, ang sinaba kasi sa drama, hindi yun ang forte niya. Tapos, siyempre, nung tumanda na, nawala yung youthful appeal. So, ayun, ang ending.
Buti pala ikaw, yung youthful appeal mo, nandyan pa rin.
Alam mo naman yung powers. Chinismis pa siya ni Lolit Solis na 30,000 pesos pa lang inuutang pa. Yung gano'n. Yung bang para bang got so bad na parang samantalang kung yun, let's say, in-establish siya as a master sa dancing ng kanyang network, baka ang yaman-yaman niya ngayon.
We'll never know.
And at
number 6.
Marvin Agustin. Okay.
I wouldn't. Okay.
Malanding sumayaw. Kasi 'di ba, kapag artist ka, kailangan 'di ba? Malandi kang halimbawa, artista ka, malandi kang umarte. Kapag singer ka, malandi kang kumanta. As kung host ka, dapat malandi ka rin. Kaya nga idol. Protesta yung ano to, 'di ba? Nagagaling-galing mo talagang host. Oo.
Alam mo, pag ganyan mo sinasabi, hindi ko tuloy alam kung patutsada ba siya o totoong compliment siya.
Hindi. Kasi may malanding lalaki. Di ba? Meron naman talaga. Ito, si Marvin, parang pag sumayaw, ang landi. Nakikita mo sa mata niya yung sa mukha niya, nag-flirt ng na parang kontrolado yung katawan niya, pati facial muscles niya, kontrolado niya. And talagang delight to watch pag sumasayaw. Kasi hindi naman siya katangkaran, di ba? In fact, ang bagay na sayo sa kanya, so totoo lang, kung magfo-folk dancing siya, itik-itik. Alam mo itik-itik? Full of lust and passion.
Okay. Wow.
Sayawin ng, yung sayaw, yung kikay. Alam mo ba yun?
Pwede.
Yung kikay. Sige, sayawin mo nga yung kikay.
Hindi nga ako sumasayaw.
Ang dali-dali, ganun lang yun.
Hindi nga. Hindi siya ganun lalabas.
Sige, gumano ka. Hindi pa rin eh.
Sabi kasi, hindi ganun lalabas yun eh.
Parang kalandi-landi.
Wala.
Ganon.
Ako naman kasi, even, I was never graceful.
Okay.
Because I was always big and heavy, I lumber around.
But were you gracious? Gracious ka ba?
As a person, oo, but not as a dancer.
Gregarious ka ba?
5.
Ha?
5.
Okay. Si Maris Racal. Ito, alam mo, kapag nagsayaw siya, para siya nag-endorse ang sanitary napkin. Yung carefree.
Para hindi ko alam tuloy kung kapuri-puri ba yun. Ba't malay mo, biglang after this episode, bigla siya kuning endorser.
Hindi kasi carefree. Kasi ganito yun eh. Para ka maging isang magaling na dancer. And I'm not even talking through experience because I am not.
Sige.
Dapat komportable ka sa katawan mo, which she is. At dapat, you should not be afraid. You shouldn't be scared to show your armpits. Pag nagsasayaw ka.
Depende kung babae ka tapos maraming buhok, hindi ko alam kung magiging komportable pero
hindi naman siya taga-Europe nung araw.
Okay.
Di ba nung araw yung mga taga-Europe?
Pati ngayon.
Di ba sila Sophia Loren, di ba?
Pati ngayon.
Brazilian ka hindi. Dapat you should not be afraid to show your armpits. Yun ang isang tip. So, raise your hand, raise your arms. Ayaw mo.
Ha?
Ayaw.
Nakatakip naman eh.
Alam mo, ang mga pinagagagawa ko sa co-host ko ngayon.
Buti talaga hindi ako pikon,
Hi, I'm Joelle, and I'm back. Did you miss me? I wouldn't call this a season 2, but rather just another era with more lessons, realizations, and thoughts from all the overthinking. And it's not just gonna be me this time. We'll have special guests, other POVs, para mas marami pa tayong masagot na paano kungs ng buhay to hopefully help you find the answers you're looking for. Tara, this is Joelle's podcast, Paano Kung.
At ito, nasa listahan mo to. Pupusta ako. Okay.
Actually, wala rin. Si Maricel.
Wala rin. Maricel Soriano, wala sa listahan mo.
Hindi, it really, pero ako, I agree with, I'm not saying that I disagree with you. It's
Okay.
just that, I guess my list also skews older. Pero syempre, si Maricel, natatandaan ko yung Rico Mambo niya at saka Shake Body Body Dancer.
Yun na
Oo.
nga. Yun na nga lahat. Kasi unang-una, si Maricel, she knows how to use her body.
Correct.
Kay comedy.
Correct. I agree naman with
drama,
you. Oo.
Lalo na sa dancing.
Ah.
Alam niya kung
Ah.
paano gamitin ang katawan niya. Kaya nga yung shake body shake. Di ba? Parang, tsaka yung Rico Mambo. Ano ba isang sinabi mo kanina?
Shake Body Body Dancer.
Oo.
At saka Rico Mambo.
Yun. Classic sila. Di ba? Yung
Oo.
sinayaw niya, naging classic.
No, but I think that's also the reason why she's not on my list because I'm looking at it collectively. What stands out in my mind? I mean, those two definitely stand out. But the rest of the dances, hindi ko na parang yun yung tumatak masyado sa akin. And I think that's maybe the reason
Ang
why.
natatakot ako, ang nasa listahan mo ba si Kikay Aquino?
Malalaman mo mamaya.
Pero
Malalaman.
dapat alive yung
Ha?
mga alive dapat ang nasa listahan natin ha.
Tingnan mo, baka mamaya meron ng tingnan natin.
Kaya ang feeling ko nga sila Kikay Aquino Sila Leonor Rosa Gopinco.
Malay natin.
At least mga national artists. Okay. Si Maricel.
Ramon Ubusan Dancers.
Nandiyan
Bella
ang-
and the Bell Stars.
Nandiyan ang Bea Twins.
Malay mo.
Hindi,
Okay.
si Maricel, parang manang-mana siya sa kanyang TV mother na si Nida Blanca. Di ba? Oo.
Si Nida dances well also.
Oo naman. So one of the best. I mean,
Nasa lista ko
had
si
she been
Nida.
alive.
Nasa lista.
Dapat alive ang usapan, ha? Can still alive and still moving. At number 3, si Alma Moreno.
Sa Loveliness naman yun yung naging labanan kaya di ba tapos magkatapat pa sila ng Tonight with Dick and Carmi.
Oo. Tapos syempre may Vilma, no? Pero yung siya, bagay na bagay yung screen name niyang Alma because it means soul. Ang Alma. So, ayun. Basta ito lang sasabihin ko, yung Loveliness, yung nung time na yun, people were not exactly paying it yung mga among the TV critics, hindi siya masyado mabenta. Pero kung ngayon, looking back, yung Loveliness na yun, gems.
Pero I think ang Loveliness
classic.
I think a lot of the secret of Loveliness also was the choreography of Jeline.
Yeah.
Ang difference mo kasi si Alma she's pretty kaya lang si Alma to me didn't move as fluidly. And I think it's not because she lacks grace, it's because she's short. Sometimes kasi that's why kung makikita mo yung mas matatangkad have a tendency to look more sexy or graceful on screen. At least si Alma was naturally sexy. Pero ang ano niya, she was kind of short and stocky also.
Hindi, pero it's on her face.
Yeah.
Yung the passion nasa mukha. Very soulful.
Oo, pero hindi lang naman mukha ang nagsasayaw eh. So,
Pero kasama yun.
kasama yan. Okay.
Oo. Kaya kino-close up eh.
Okay.
So, okay. What? Matapos mong tawaging short and stocky si Alma Moreno.
Bakit sasabihin mo matangkad si Alma Moreno? Hindi naman.
Hindi siya pandak.
Pero hindi rin siya kasing tangkad nung iba. Pero depende nga.
At number 2, si Maha Salvador. Siya naman talaga, di ba, ang today's queen of the dance floor ngayon. But actually, ang quarrel ko lang sa kanya, masyado siya matiknik. Pero, yung ang kaganda...
Technique is not necessarily bad. It depends on how they carry
Kaya
it.
na kasi, yung minsan nawawala na yung soul. Diba?
But I think even when you look at a lot of the newer dancers right now, a lot of it is also technique eh. Kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng sumasayaw lang na para ka nasa disco. That's why the choreography comes in and whatever. And that's why there's the technique. It's not something na parang, sige, ganitong gagawin ko, maski pops na lang ang labas ng sayaw.
So,
Hindi
I
mo
can
pwedeng
imagine,
ganun.
nasa listahan mo yan.
Ha?
Nasa listahan mo.
Malay mo.
Hindi. Siya naman kasi, kahit nasabihin pang matiknik, yun ang, kaya naman lumalabas sa fluid ang kanyang pagsasayaw. Kasi nga, aral, di ba? At saka yun, dahil doon, yung super sexy yung kanyang every move. Di ba sabi, kailangan malandi ang pag nagsasayaw ka. O yung number one
Si Butch Francisco?
11 yun, hindi pumasok. And at number 1, ito na yung pinakamalandi. Si Vilma Santos. Kung magsayo din lang, walang tatalo dito. Saan ka naman nakakita, ha? There was a time noong meron siyang Christmas special ang Vilma, she was able to put lust and sensuality sa isang Christmas song na Pasko na naman. Di ba? Ma-imagine mo yun. Nalagyan na ng libog. Isang Christmas song. Only Vilma Santos can do that because nga, natural yung kanyang yung grace niya na may kasamang landi. Kasi, ito hindi mo napansin, kahit maglakad si Vilma, babaeng-babae.
Oo naman.
Yung kasi di ba may babaeng talagang undoubtedly babae, pero hindi ganun ka-feminine. Ito yung pag nagpinaglakad mo to, may kembot. Kaya nga pag mahirap sa kanya, pag ang role niya hindi glamorous, tuturo ano pa yan kung paano lumakad ng walang kembot. Yun. So, kaya naman siya naging
Star for all seasons.
Star for all seasons and dancer for all seasons. Kasi talagang siya talaga yung oozing with femininity. Ayun. And that completes my list. Pero mamaya meron pa akong sa bonus. Mamaya ko na sasabihin yung iba pa.
Okay, sige. Okay, si Ate V, number 1 mo, sa list ko,
Number 10 lang siya?
number 10 siya. And I think the only reason I also place her as number 10 is a function of yung audience kasi ngayon really not that familiar with her already as a dancer. I mean, when you ask the younger people, they know her as a politician, more than an actress, more than a dancer, more than a host. So I think that's one of the reasons why I placed her at number 10. Parang kumbaga, as part of collective memory, you will know that Vilma was a very, very good dancer. That's why nakilala rin siya yung mga pelikulang Rock Baby Rock at saka yung mga ibang mga pelikula noon na ang focus dancing, si Vilma ang kukunin mo eh. But I think you also have to give credit.
Si Junior.
si AMB Junior. But I think you have to give credit to Maribeth.
Sinasayo ko yung...
sige. You have to give credit also to Maribeth Bichara, who was the choreographer of Vilma. Because yung iba kasi na nag-stand out sa akin is not so... Alam mong, okay, Vilma dances well. She's very fluid on the floor. She exudes sensuality and lust, as you would say. But I think...
But parang bastos pag ikaw nagsabi ng last?
Hindi naman. Ikaw lang ang nababastusan. Pero wala naman ako ibig sabihin doon. Ang masasabi ko lang, yung kay Ate V, a lot of the stuff that nagmarka rin sa audience was because of the choreography of Maribeth. Natatandaan mo ba yung may isang episode ng Vilma dati na parang Spider-Man? Parang isipin mo, Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Pagkatapos, di ba, nag-aalambiting siya.
Ginawa din ni Jano Gibbs yun.
Pero palagay ko mas maganda ginawa ni Vilma.
Ay, magugulat ka kay Jano Gibbs.
Okay. Pero katulad yun, yung doon, ang makikita mo, yes, fluid gumalaw si Vilma and whatever. Pero ano rin yun? Ang komplikado rin nun. So I think technique also came in there. The choreography of Maribeth Bichara also came in there.
Sige. Maribeth at saka si Vilma, akala mo perfect tandem yan. Isang beses, hindi yan sumipot sa Vilma show niya. Kasi
nag-aaway sila?
Nag-aaway sila kasi parang pinatatalo siya from a radio na props na and darts radio.
And I think that's also the situation na parang kumbaga, okay, how do we top the last performance?
Yeah.
So I think it also became more challenging sa Vilma. Kasi parang kumbaga china-challenge siya lagi ni Maribeth. Kumbaga, buwis buhay na yun eh.
So Friday night, wala silang artista. Kinuha nila si Maria Teresa Carson at the last minute. Tapos si Vilma nagmamadyo. sa pagre-rebelde niya.
Okay. Ang number 10 ko, na-mention ko ang buwis buhay, Kim Chiu. Yung mga sayaw niya sa Showtime. And I think to a certain extent, I guess follow in that vein na it's not just the dancing, it's really more adventurous movement and whatever. Kaya nga biglang lumulutang yung sinasabi nilang buwis buhay eh. And I think people applaud it because they really are complicated performances. It has a wow factor to it. Ang feeling ko lang, I guess ang difference, maybe if all things being equal, Vilma I would rank higher. But I think in terms of familiarity, our audience would also be more familiar with Kim Chiu. Pero feeling ko, she's going to get there because she has the drive.
I hope so.
Okay.
I can only certainly hope so.
Okay. Number 8 ko, Vina Morales. Lalo pa if you look at Vina kasi, Vina would not be your classic dancer body eh. But Veena works well and she gives her all. She gives performance level to the difficult choreographies and whatever. Siya ata kauna-unahang babae na nakita ko na may abs. Ngayon kasi uso ng abs sa babae. Pero dati parang impressed ako kay Veena because she really worked hard. And for somebody who had abs and muscles, she actually moved very gracefully and very fluidly. So, to me, believe ako kay Veena. Number 7 ko, Enchong. I mean, lalo na sa ASAP, natatandaan ko pag nakikita ko yung mga production numbers na ano, si Enchong was at that stage also na pag difficult yung choreography or whatever, isasalang yan ni Mr. M. And siya yung papagawa. And I guess, maybe because he's a swimmer, he has the smoother curves for it. So he actually does look very graceful on screen when he performs. Ako, I actually enjoy watching Enchong when he does his dance moves. Number 6 ko, kasi ito na kinagulat ko, kasi si Enrique Hill.
I would have put him in my list, pero
kasi,
somehow nahulog.
Pero ito, si Enrique kasi, kung titingnan mo, Enrique is stocky eh. So to me, it was really so surprising that somebody who was bulkier and stocky as him could move as smoothly and as fluidly and can get away also with complicated
so
choreography.
So there's still hope for you.
No, hindi. Sa akin wala na. Laos na yan. So yung kay Enrique actually, to me, watching Enrique dance is a welcome, pleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 5, nasa listahan mo. Si Maha Ross.
Okay.
At saka I remember there was one time I met up with the Heartthrobs tour abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And ang natatandaan ko, si Maha, kasama si Bea rin doon eh. So si Maha was there. At saka si Maha, considering na hindi naman siya talaga, at that time hindi pa siya kumakanta pagkasama dun sa tour eh. Her focus was more on the dancing. So sina Piolo, sina Sam Milby kakanta yan. Pero pag si Maha, she would go on stage, pas mapapakinig mo, grabe yung sigawan ng mga tao. Tapos kasi ang galing niyang gumalaw. Ang isang advantage pa ni Maha, she's actually better performing live eh. Kasi when she performs live, I think she gets energy from the audience. So, kaya niyang, kumbaga, naka-9 na yung ano niya, pwede niyang i-10, pwede niyang i-11 because of all of the feedback that she's getting from the audience.
Magaling? Kaya ba niya yun? Ang galing. Kaya ba niya yun?
Oh. Itong number 4 na to, Dayanara Torres. When ASAP started, di ba sina Martin, sina Gary, sina Jaga,
Ariel
Rivera. Tapos di ba may segment na Sayaw Nara? Pagkatapos, I remember I was chatting with Pops. Sabihin ni na Pops, alam mo, ang ginagawa lang namin, pinapanood namin si Yari. Titingnan namin kung saan siya magkakamali. Sabi niya, Leo, grabe, week in, week out, hindi siya nagkakamali sa kahit anong choreography na ipagawa mo sa kanya. And that's why, di ba, she even had the movie Hataw Na with Gary Valenciano. So I think si Dayanara was one of those na she probably found it very, very easy to learn the choreography. And then when she's on stage, it just seemed like nothing is planned. Everything is just, she moves so smoothly on stage. So yung sa akin, parang, at least for me, no list would be complete without Dayanara Torres.
Kasi may hugot pa rin ako dito eh.
Anong hugot
kasi
mo
nung
naman?
araw, there was a time na...
Bakit inaway ni Dayanara?
Hindi niya kasalanan. Nag-expire...
Pinatid mo siya? Nadapa siya habang nagsasayaw siya?
Nabighani siya sa akin, nadapa siya. Hindi,
okay.
Hindi,
sige.
Sabay kaming pumirma na kontrata.
Okay.
So, yung contract signing, ganun. So, siya may production number. Hindi ako ni-require mag-production number. Pumirma ka na lang ng kontrata.
Alam mo naman, baka naman management was just being kind to you. Pinapirma ka na nga ng kontrata, hihiyain ka pa ba?
Hindi, ano yun Pero they could have seen another facet of me.
Okay. What was that a facet they would have wanted to see?
Malay mo. Wow. Talagang sabi nga na, you can never. Can't tell.
Mas ako lang masasabi ko. And
mahal ko yan.
I mean, Butch were friends, pero I think between watching Yari dance and you dance, si Dayanara na papanuorin ko. I mean,
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Okay.
Gusto mo yung worm na lang. Alam mo sa'yo na worm?
Wag na.
Baka alam mo yun yung worm.
Okay.
Ano luma, no?
So, ang number 3 ko, Raver Cruz. Si Raver, you probably wouldn't expect, at least initially kasi it was more acting and whatever, yung grupo nila. Pero I remember when I first saw Raver dance, tapos subsequently when I would see him in ASAP and bilib na bilib ako. Sabi ko, ibang klaseng gumalaw itong si Raver. And in fact, until now, when I don't think he dances
Sama
as
mo
much.
na rin si Rojun.
Tsaka si Rojun. I don't think they dance as often now. Pero pag halimbawa nakita mo silang gumalaw, biglang papasok talaga sa isip mo na at ibang level talaga sila. They really do stand out when they dance. Number 2, Sarah Geronimo. Kilala mo siya as a singer and whatever. But Sarah is a guest of an era na she puts her heart and soul into her performances. That's why her concerts tend to be a spectacle. They're really spectacular. They're maganda na nga yung boses niya, pero hindi niya rin titipirin yung choreography at saka yung sayaw. So it's a total experience when you're watching her perform. Kaya ako, I would often enjoy seeing Sarah Geronimo in her concerts. In the same way that, although she's not in my list, that was also something that you could say about Pops. Pops is not the greatest singer in the world. Mm-hmm. But I would always say that she's one of the best performers on the world. Kasi when she's on stage, iba rin naman si Pops. Kakaririn niya yan. Kung baga sabihin mo, sige, pintasan mo yung singing ko, pero pag nagbigay ako ng combination na song and dance on stage and whatever, I will wow you. And to me, that's what Sarah was doing, or Sarah continues to do. Ang number 1 ko, Gary V.
Oh, yeah.
I first met him when he guested in Penthouse Live. Ganun ako katanda. When he first guested in Penthouse Live.
Hindi Penthouse 7 ni Archie Lacson?
Hindi. Sobra ka. Penthouse Live.
Okay.
Nung Martin and Pops na. Hindi na nung kay Merce. Katibayan. Mercenaries. So Gary was soloist. And I think, I'd like to think that that's always been the pet peeve of Martin sila yung laging pinipit together. Pero kaya si Martin, he makes a running joke of dancing in his concerts. Kasi ibang klase rin naman talaga si Gary pag gumalaw. Now, Gary would always copy before, di ba, Michael Jackson and whatever. Pero a true testament to Gary's skill. Natatandaan mo nung nauso yung 8-8 and everybody was doing that 8-8 thing. Ginawa ni Gary yung 8-8. Tapos kami nagtingin na sabi, utang ng loob, 8-8 yung sayaw niya, pero pag ginawa ni Gary Valenciano, para siyang ibang klaseng sayaw. Ang iba yung, parang kumbaga, yung 8-8, ginagawa mong katuwaan.
Na-elevate into an art.
Nung si biglang, na-elevate into an art form, and Gary Valenciano did it. So lahat kami talaga, banghang-mangha. So to me, bawa ko, well, everybody in the list, at saka pati sa listahan mo, bawa ko sila, Gary V, Ate V, Maha.
Number 10 mo nga na si Ate V
Ay, hindi. Sinabi ko naman sa iyo yung reason ko for the number 10. Mm-hmm. Di ba si Gary, until now sinasabi niya, he's giving his last concert. Kahit nga yung last concert ni Gary is very, very recent pa. So, to people's mind, Gary is still the ultimate concert performer.
Oh, okay.
So, with that, I complete my list. Makikita nyo, I think hindi naman natin itinatago na mas matanda ako sa'yo. So, sometimes, mas may tendency yung listahan ko na the people I'm familiar with, mas matanda sa mga nasa listahan. Ito ho, si Leo Katigba kasama si Butch Francisco.
And as we say goodbye, we will
stand by
we will say goodbye to the tune of Sayo Kikay. Sige na.
Hindi ko alam yung Sayo Kikay. Parang ikaw lang ata may alam nung kantang yan.
I-google mo.
So, maraming po salamat. Ito po si Leo Katigbak kasama ang
ang
very vivacious, o siya vivacious na lang itatawag ko sa'yo, na si Butch Francisco.
Spell vivacious.
V-I-V-A-C-I-O-U-S.
Okay, sige. Maraming salamat po until next time. Meron talaga yung dance showdown.
Napapaindak na ho si Butch Kailangan na hong pigilan, so kailangan mag-closing credits na.
Hindi ako giniginaw lang ako. And thank you for joining us. I hope you dance to our
tune. And continue to watch Best 10 Bets.
Okay.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.